minus pause, but minus set iPhone microphone.
Now I hope my phone doesn't do the thing of turning off the recording and then I'll find out later that I've just been talking to myself for 2 hours. Like I do sometimes. Oh God. I'm going to use my air fryer and I'm going to cook chicken wings. Because yeah, they're really nice. So, I've got to clean up over here a little bit. I do. Clean up a little bit. Clean up a little bit. Clean up my cloth is a bit dirty. Oh dear. It's not bad, but it does need to be washed out because I left it alone for a few hours. Oh, I did that. Of course I did. Have to clean up my bench before I even use the air fryer. Because otherwise, yeah, it's kind of not going to be very good. I have to clean up this. Fuck, that's right, I was going to make some more toasties with my sandwich press very soon. Oh, I've got stuff stuck on this thing. Luckily, the sandwich press is non-stick, so you've got to sort of scrape the stuff off, but it is non-stick, which means the stuff that you get off kind of sticks to it, but it easily rubs off. It easily wipes off. Rubs or wipes, if you, depending on the context, you can rub the stuff off or wipe it off, and it will just come off. So, come on, you bloody thing. I'm going to make some more toasties later, just because of how yummy they are. Right, now we're going to clean up this bench space because it's a little bit filthy. Little bit. Unplug the kettle for now, just so it's unplugged. And move that out of the road. That sugar. Give this bench, not place, Jesus. Give this bench a bit of a clean. Because it's kind of dirty. Then I'm going to put the sandwich press over here. Then I'm going to set up the air fryer. So yeah, I've got a few things to do. But not a lot. And I've got to do some dishes before I cook the chicken wings, obviously. Just have to put this cutting board away. I don't need it yet. I don't really need it yet. Oh God. This bloody thing. Now. Jesus. Oh God. I have to fix this air fryer. Okay. Go, I did that. Fix the other one. Oh yeah, it's all good. Now I've got to do a few dishes. Hang on. Onto the floor. Almost dropped it onto the floor, damn it. Oh. Something's wrong here. You know what's wrong? I didn't put the sandwich press over on the bench like I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't do it. Didn't fricking do it, did I? I did that now. Oh God. Okay, I'm going to do a few dishes and bring the air fryer over. Excuse me, sorry guys. Oh God. Now, going to set the air fryer. Chicken wings burn easily. I might have to set it to around, oh God, probably 180 degrees, but then it means the chicken's going to take nearly an hour in the air fryer to actually cook. That's the problem. Ah, God. Oh well, I'll sort that out. I'll do that in a second. I'll deal with that in a minute. Just got to do some dishes. And while my chicken's cooking, I can do, well, I have to fiddle around with the air fryer and rotate bloody food, of course, but, you know, it'll happen, and I'll have stuff cooked up just good, just right. Now, I need to put that down there, yep, and wash out the dishcloth. So I've cleaned up the sandwich press so that I can make toasties later. I'm going to make family ranch salad. When the chicken wings are cooked, I can let them cool off while I make the salad and eat that with the chicken wings. Cleaning out the sink because I don't want soap suds in my food. Ugh, yuck. Ew, soap suds in food. Ugh. I don't think so. Oh, yuck. Ew. Oh, yuck. Absolutely disgusting. Oh. So I've cleaned up the sink and I'm going to have a quick drink. Oh, stain on this, water everywhere. There's water everywhere now. Just have to fill up the jug. I have to fill it up a little bit more than that, but no worries. And clean up the water that I've spilled everywhere. I got water all over the bench and I've cleaned it up. Cleaned most of it up. Cleaned most of it. Alright, most of it. I got most of it cleaned up. I'm going to do a cooking recording and then I'm going to do a sorted quest recording. So yeah, 2 recordings tonight. And then I'm going to upload the videos. I'll do them as I go. Because next week, I sadly, well, no, it's not sadly I have to get a new phone next week. Next week, I sadly have to go to Telstra and show them how buggered my new phone, my old phone is. Because I've got to transfer all my stuff to the new phone and get rid of the old one because it's buggered. I think this hot weather's getting to me. My mouth is going a bit dry and I'm getting a bit... Yeah, I've got the air conditioner going, but I'm still going a bit warm and a bit weather beaten and a bit thirsty, like, oh, I just can't get enough water. But I shall be fixing that with a bit of chicken wings, a little bit of salt to boot. On my chicken wings. Who doesn't like a little bit of salt and pepper on their wings? I don't know about you all, but I like salt and pepper chicken wings. But anyway, let's see how I go. Bringing the air fryer to the kitchen. I am. And I'm going to plug it in. I don't know why this. What is wrong with this thing? Oh, there's still food all over it. You need to give that a really, really good soak. I got food all over that thing and I don't want it getting into my chicken wings. Ugh. Yuck. Giving it a good soak. I'm going to re-wash it because it's really, really, really disgusting. I'm going to have to re-wash this air fryer because I thought I made it clean, and then when I felt it just now, it still feels like as if I haven't washed it. I don't know how I did that, but I have to re-wash the air fryer drawer, and I have to dry it with a clean tea towel, damn it. Rewash that, and I have to rewash the grill too because it's filthy. I don't know how it got. How did I not wash that? Hang on. Thought I had it washed, but I don't think so. Yuck. Oh yuck! I thought I had it washed. Oh, that is so disgusting. Oh, yuck. Okay, that's a bit better. Because I'm cooking chicken wings in the air fryer today and I don't want any disgusting stuff mixing with my very precious chicken wings. So if I put it on 180 degrees instead of 200 to not burn the sauce, it's going to take longer than, trust me, it's going to take longer than 35 minutes to cook, I'm telling you, because, yeah, chicken doesn't take 30 minutes to bloody cook. It takes a fucking hour to cook chicken. It does, it takes an hour. It takes a bloody hour to cook chicken, and yeah, it's getting very pissy. It is with me. I'm getting the shits with this fucking fryer basket. Giving me the shits, it is. Because Saturday, I didn't check with Be My Eyes, and I'm going to do that from now on. I opened up a packet of cheese balls. I never checked if they were spicy, so I ate one and went, yeah, that makes me feel sick. It's way too spicy. And I'm not offending anyone by saying, you know, people don't understand spicy food causes allergies, but it does. Well, the fact is, some people do not understand, and then they help me get food, and then I innocently don't check because I trust their word. And now, as a result of somebody's mistake last week, I can no longer trust anybody's word regarding food. So whenever someone says, here is some of this and that, I'm like, no, I need to check what it is, because I don't trust what I'm eating. So I've cleaned up the air fryer drawer really good. I just haven't dried it properly. Jesus. So yeah, I've fixed up the mess. The only thing I haven't done is dry it properly, so there's water all over it. I do like fish fingers, so I know I can trust them when I eat them. Try this air fryer, not water. I can try the air fryer grill properly. Now, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work either. No, that doesn't work. Okay, does it work? Yeah, that works. Okay. What about this other one? Clean. It is clean. Yeah, it's clean. Oh, it's definitely clean. Okay, I'm going to plug this in. First, I'm going to dry out the stove top because it's wet and I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to dry off the stove top. Okay, because if I get sick, I'm going to get very, very angry. And it will take me another 6 months of psychology appointments and medication to get over. So don't ask me to try getting pissed off for you because it's not going to help you listening or me. Trust me. If you think I'm lying, that's your problem, because I'm just saying don't give me a reason to get the shits and I'll be fine. Dry this fucking sink because it's giving me the shits already, which getting a bit angry over the sink being wet's not going to make me need psychology appointments. It's not that. It's kind of not that simple. I'm going to throw the tea towel in the wash. I'll be back. Yeah, if I just don't get sick in the first place and I get a little bit pissed off here and there, I'm fine. But if I get sick and I get really pissed off, it takes me months of counselling from an actual psychologist who knows what they're actually doing to help me get over this shit. So, moving on. I'm getting the chicken wings out. Alright, I'm getting the chicken wings now. I might... What have I done? Why is there still detergent all through the freaking sink? Luckily the chicken wings are in a Cryovac packet, so please don't have a heart attack. The Cryovac packet is fully sealed, so nothing is going to get into it. It does mean I'm going to give the fridge a bit of a clean in there because I'm fussy. There we go. There's a bit of a spillage and I like to clean it all up before it spreads over the rest of the fucking fridge. And then no one, especially me, has to get sick. So I'm going to clean up the shit off the fucking packet. Just a few soap suds which I didn't want on there. Oh, there's fucking soap everywhere here. Fucking soap everywhere. clean the stuff off the packet, because remember I said the packet is fully fry vac sealed, so nothing can get in there unless I cut the packet open and stuff gets in it. But right now I'm focusing on just cleaning off the packet because there's a bit of spillage on there, and I've got that off, and I cleaned out the fridge, because if a spillage gets on the shelf of the fridge and you clean it out immediately, it doesn't spread through across the entire shelf, and it doesn't dribble all through the bottom of the fridge. So you just clean up any spillage straight away. Now, getting a new tea towel, because I don't believe in having dirty, filthy, bloody things in the kitchen. I just can't stand it. Now, before I move on to cutting these chicken wings, let me check the recording. Let me just check the recording to make sure it's working.
Voiceover on. 4:51 p.m. Orientation changes on.
I definitely have to get my phone next week.
Pause. Stop. But pause. -12.
It's
iPhone
working.
microphone.
So yeah, next Monday I'm buying a new but slightly bigger phone bill, and I will go and pick it up on Tuesday and transfer my stuff to the phone, and yeah, then it's all done. It's not that hard. Okay, now these chicken wings are a bit fiddly. They're not going to take 5 minutes to cook. So it's not the 20 minutes, and if you just leave it for 3 minutes, they'll be well cooked because you know the heat of the cooking process, yada yada. No, that's not how these work. These are a little bit more fiddly. So, I'm going to tip all these into the drawer like this. Make sure the sauce drips in too. Put that in the sink. Gently move the chicken wings apart. The fryer is a small space, but that's not the point. The point is you're moving the chicken wings apart. They're not in a single layer, so they eventually need to be flipped over in the air fryer. But that is going to get sorted out as I go along. So, usually I'd leave the chicken wings in there for 40 minutes while rotating them. But that's not going to work with 180 degrees cooking temperature. Celsius. I'm using 180 degrees Celsius. I don't use Fahrenheit, yards, feet, ounces. So if I'm using the metric measurement of Europe and you guys want to know about Fahrenheit, please don't ask me. Please ask someone who knows and understands Fahrenheit, because I'm the wrong person for you to ask. So you'll have to do conversions or ask someone, hey, what's 180 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Well, I can't tell you. I'm really shit with imperial measurements. Sorry to say. I don't hate anyone for using the imperial method. If you say, oh, it's about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, can someone tell me how much that is in Celsius degrees, please? Because, yeah, what the fuck is 350 degrees Fahrenheit? So, with that little rant over, I'm going to put the chicken wings in the air fryer. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to set this to
right pan.
Yep.
Right pan, 18 minutes.
No,
Right
I'm going to
pan,
set it
19
to...
minutes. Right pan, 20 minutes. Right pan, 21
how
minutes.
many minutes? Maybe 50
Right pan,
minutes.
22 minutes.
50.
Right pan, 23 minutes. Right
Just to
pan,
be safe.
24 minutes. Right pan, 25 minutes. Right pan, 26 minutes. Right pan, 27 minutes. Right pan, 28 minutes. Right pan, 29 minutes. Right pan, 30 minutes.
No, I'm
Right
going to set
pan,
it to 50
31 minutes.
minutes.
Right pan, 32 minutes. Right pan, 33 minutes. Right pan, 34 minutes. Right pan, 35 minutes. Right pan, 36 minutes.
Hang on, I've got the right
Right
pan. Yeah,
pan,
that's...
37
Oh,
minutes.
shit. I thought I was setting
Right
the
pan, 38 minutes.
side
Right
of
pan,
the fry
39
pan
minutes.
drawer.
Right
There's a
pan,
left-hand
40
side
minutes.
and a right-hand side.
Right
And I
pan,
thought I had the
41
wrong
minutes.
side.
Right pan, 42 minutes. Right pan, 43 minutes. Right pan, 44 minutes. Right pan, 45 minutes.
Going up
Right
50
pan,
minutes.
46 minutes. Right pan, 47 minutes. Right pan, 48 minutes. Right pan, 49 minutes. Right pan, 50 minutes.
Yep.
Right pan, 200 degrees C.
Now I'm going down
Right pan,
180.
190 degrees C. Right pan, 180 degrees C.
There we go. Because 200 degrees will definitely burn honey soy sauce. Honey burns easily. So you got to be careful with honey.
Right pan, start.
You
180
really
degrees C,
have got
50
to
minutes.
be very careful with anything containing honey because trust me, when it burns it's disgusting and you cannot eat it when it is fully, if it's crispy and crunchy, has a slightly burned crispness to it, you can get away with it. When it is fully burned and you're going crunch, this is disgusting, crunch, this is disgusting. No, you've got to chuck it all in the bin. So be extremely careful with stuff containing honey and soy sauce, especially honey. You don't believe me? Maybe try it at home and you'll go, oh, you're right, sorry, I thought you were lying. And then I'll go, oh well. Don't complain when I tell you something and you find out that you know, maybe should have believed me. Just don't complain at me when you find out that I might not be bullshit. But, well, each to their own, whatever. I just don't think 40 minutes on 180 degrees will cook it, will do the chicken wings justice. I think they need a little bit more time cooking. Why can I smell a burning smell? Or am I just imagining shit and going psychotic? Because I'm having a panic attack, thinking, oh, I ruined my food on Saturday, I might blow something up today. Oh God, I hate it when that happens. I hate it. I hate it. No, air fryer's working good. When you give it a good clean, because it's an electronic appliance, obviously, it's not as if you didn't know that, but because it's electronic and you clean out the filament and all that sort of stuff really gently with a damp cloth, you don't want to actually douse it in water. You've got to leave it for a good, I get paranoid and I leave it for nearly 8 hours. You can leave it for 2 hours. Because if you don't douse it in water and you use a damp cloth, the air fryer element and the inside of the air fryer, and I'm not talking about the baskets, I'm talking about the appliance, will remain damp for about an hour. So if you leave it for 2 hours, the dampness fully goes away and you're not going to electrocute yourself when you use it. But I get paranoid and I leave it longer just to be sure. And then I use it after I give it a good clean and let it dry out. And yes, we are cooking with gas again, so I will be back in about 1 minute. In about 1 minute. So I'm going to have to rotate the food every probably 6 or 7 minutes to stop it burning. I was going to sit outside, but I think I'll sit outside to eat dinner, I think. So I'll end the recording when I finish cooking and then do a Sortie Quest recording after that. But yeah, on Monday next week I've got to pay for my new phone and pick it up the next day because I know which one I want. Everyone's complaining about the new iPhones, so I'm like, maybe I won't get a new iPhone. Plus, it's too expensive anyway. At the moment, it's too expensive. So I'm going to get a replacement iPhone instead of a fully new model of iPhone. I'm going to get a replacement. It'll just be a lot easier. The iPhone 17 is out now, but I'm going to wait for the prices to come down before I get an iPhone 17. Oh crap, when I finish this recording I've got to get a photo of my chicken wings. Because when I buy chicken wings at the shops, people complain about me because they like, oh, you can't cook chicken wings in the air fryer, and a lot of people are complaining about my living situation being a huge health risk and all that stupid shit. So I got to send an email to Guide Dogs tomorrow and show them a picture of the chicken wings. I've got a few other pictures to show them, but I've got until next January to show people several other diaries of me learning to cook stuff. Obviously, people are going to see stuff-ups and go, oh, you didn't cook that long enough. Oh, this other one looks like you've cooked it heaps better. This picture looks the best. I think you've cooked that one the best. Yeah, they're going to see that. But the way people are complaining about me and possibly, I think, ringing guide dogs, or just if they're not ringing guide dogs, then I don't know, just believe that I can use my air fryer to do cooking. But guide dogs is a bit concerned, and I'm like, I've got an air fryer so I can do cooking. So I've got to send photos to guide dogs every so often, so that way they know, oh, the cooking is working out. And yeah, my food's not a huge health risk, but that's because I can prove everything. You know, I'm not going to wait till something goes wrong and go, oh, I can prove this, I can prove that. I prove this and I prove that before anything even goes bloody wrong. So yeah, I'm having chicken wings and salad for dinner tonight. And
Right then, 40 minutes for me.
yeah, I've got to send emails to guide dogs whenever I do any fancy stuff with the air fryer. I'm going to have to fix up that food. Hang on a second. Just quickly rotate this food a bit. Give it a rotate. There we go. Rotate that. Make sure the air can get to it. Okay. Do I get this back in the air fryer? Get in there. Good. Okay, did that. Just so the air can get to it. Eventually I have to flip the chicken wings over. I'll do that in another 10 minutes time. I'll flip the chicken wings over. So yeah, they do need to sit for another 7 or 8 minutes thereabouts, and then I'm going to give them a bit of a rotate and a bit of a flip. And then I know they'll be fine. So yeah, next Tuesday I'm picking up my new phone, and next Friday I've got to be, on Thursday night I've got to stop eating by around 8 p.m. And on Friday morning I can, this is not this Friday, next week on Friday, it is not the one in a few days. Next Friday I can get my blood test done, and then probably a week or two later I can find out what the results are, and we'll see how happy or pissed off I am. We'll see what the go is with that. until then, my life is as normal as it'll ever be. Full stop. I don't care what any bastard says to me. Yeah, I eat when I'm hungry, and that's it. I don't have to buy gourmet meals off the internet anymore because I can cook my own food and freeze food for later. I don't freeze chicken wings, I eat them all at once just because they're so good. They are just so good. And the good thing about this air fryer is when I've cooked them to a desirable temperature, I can leave them at 200 degrees Celsius for another 10 minutes and rotate them every so often to make them nice and crispy without fully burning the chicken wings. Because having crispy chicken wings that has a slightly burned taste, but they're not, like, there's a difference between making them crispy and they taste crunchy and crispy versus burnt, as in now you can't eat them because when you try and chew them they taste like bloody cardboard and they're like, oh, gross. So yeah, you've got to be a bit careful when cooking chicken wings. But I use my bloody air fryer for everything. Literally everything. If it fits in the air fryer, I'll use it. I'll cook it, not use it. If it fits in the air fryer, I'll cook it in there. If it won't fit in the air fryer, then I use my talking microwave or I use my stovetop oven. That's how I do my cooking. Full stop. I am going to make zucchini slice. Oh, I don't know when. Probably next week because I'm just saving me money a bit this week. Because, you know, I will get around to making zucchini slices. And, yeah, obviously a lot of people think I just don't eat proper cooked bloody food. It's like when I make a mistake, I'm not doing it and going, you know what, I might not have cooked the food long enough, so I'm just going to keep on not cooking it long enough because I'm lazy. You know, like, that's really disgusting. Because when I make a stuff up like that, I don't sit there later going, you know, that was only 35 minutes, let's just cook it for 30 minutes next time. I mean, oh yuck. Just, ugh, bleh. Like it's not even food, it's bloody, ugh. No, I'm all about, oh, maybe I need to set a different temperature and cook it heaps longer, you know, or maybe I need to set a high temperature and just cook it a bit longer anyway. The problem is you can burn the outside of your food if you don't take really good care when cooking it. That's the problem. So, yeah, and, you know, when I'm hungry, I'll eat. I eat a good amount of food, so, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'll be right. Just waiting for my air fryer to tell me what needs to happen next. The air fryer does cook a bit faster than the oven, so it does cook a bit quicker than the oven. to give me chicken wings a bit of a flip soon. Flip them over and then rotate them around, rearrange them a little bit just so that the food gets aerated properly because of how the air fryers work. They push air around the food and the hot air makes the food hot and cooks it. So if you don't rotate the food, the aeration of food is not even, so some of the food cooks and some of it doesn't. But if you rotate your food fairly often, the aeration process, the food aerating, the air blowing around the food, aerates a lot more evenly and spreads the heat around the food and cooks it properly. So, but if you want to be concerned about that, then buy an air fryer and actually use the frigging thing instead of assuming something that's not true. Buy a fucking air fryer and actually use the fucking thing and go, oh, it's actually good. But anyway, I'm doing my cooking, and
Right pan, 30 minutes remaining.
the good thing is I literally do not have to go out and spend $40 for a huge plate of chicken wings and salad anymore. I just don't have to do it. Literally do not have to do that anymore. Which is amazing. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, instead of spending $40, I spend $9 for chicken wings and about $5 for salad. That is 9 and 5, 1, 2 and 14. That is around $14 or $15 depending on the actual cost of the salad. So I'm spending $15 for a kilogram of chicken wings and salad. $15. When I go out and I eat a kilogram of chicken wings with salad, do you want to know how much it costs me instead of $15? It costs me $40. 40 instead of $15. And then I get Ritz crackers and dip. So that is another probably, I don't know, $7, maybe $5. And so by the time I've spent, let's just say I spend $20 on dinner and a snack. When I go out, if I want dinner and a snack, if I buy dinner and I buy a snack, instead of spending only $20, I'm spending nearly $70. So you really can't tell me. I'm spending between $50 and $70 for a meal and a snack when I go out. At home, when I'm eating at home, I'm only spending around $20 or $30 for a meal and a snack. So yeah. Go figure. Just going to move this food a little bit because it's a bit of a rotate. Go and rotate. Come on. In there. Needs to be rotated a bit. So, if I can spend, we will say $30 on a full meal and a decent afternoon tea snack, which I can have any time between now and Friday, right? And the container of dip will go for about 2 or 3 snacks. So today's afternoon tea, tomorrow's afternoon tea, and maybe the next day. So 2 days. If I go out and I buy a full meal and a snack, that snack is only one serving. And a meal is around between, cheapest will be about $20. Chicken wings are around 30. A snack that doesn't even last more than a few mouthfuls is like $15. So if I say when I go out and I spend $50 on only one meal plus a snack, and I buy something from the supermarket for like $30, and that one meal, yes, it's $20, but it's a huge meal of, well, $15 actually. That's $5 cheaper than your cheapest chicken wings and salad entree, let alone if you get a large entree, which is like $30, you're saving $15. So
rearrange food.
Oh, I've done that, just leave it.
Right
So
pan, rearrange food.
if I'm spending money on food,
Right pan,
And-
rearrange food.
I can eat a kilogram of chicken wings and salad. Well, I'm saving, in a 7-day period, I'm saving at least $70 on food and only spending if I just spend $70 a week on that food instead of going out and spending $200 a week on takeaway food, yeah, that's a huge amount of savings. So now, when I go out, I refuse to buy bloody fish and chips for $40. When I can go to the supermarket, I can sit down to a coffee and a sausage roll for $7 or $8, or a pie for that much. Maybe a sandwich is $9. Sometimes they're $12 or $13 for a sandwich now. And yeah, a plate of roast is bloody $30. $20 if you get a small plate. I can go to the supermarket and get pork shoulder and a few veggies and roast it at home for like, all up for about $35. Some roasts are $30. So if I buy a $30 roast and veggies for like $20, that's $40, and that'll last about 3 days. So yeah, I'm not going to go out and spend $30 on a single meal when I can spend $30 on 3 or 4 meals. It's way cheaper not to eat out. It's way cheaper to just have a coffee and a small snack, or a cup of tea and a small snack, whatever beverage you want and a small snack. And then say, right, I need to go to the supermarket and get my morning tea, afternoon tea, and 3 other meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, instead of eating out. It is way, way, way cheaper, and I'm saving stacks of money. So yeah, to think I used to go out each fortnight and spend $40 on chicken wings and salad, yeah, I don't do that anymore. When I can spend $15 and actually cook the chicken wings to my liking. They have to be well cooked, but they're not burnt. Well, they're slightly burnt. I mean, that's not negotiable. You got a fully cooked chicken, or it just tastes, it needs more cooking, or yuck. Yeah, it needs cooking. I'll be back in a minute. I've just got to check my pantry. Take these potatoes outside and chuck them out. Get rid of them. is, the next time I buy a bag of potatoes, I can chop them up into bits and roast them in the air fryer on 200 degrees for a good 40 minutes. Because roast potatoes and roast carrots and that are very nice in the air fryer. Yum. I believe roasted Brussels sprouts are yum in the air fryer too. I believe. Same with roasted cabbage. Yes, the cabbage leaves have to be flipped over, but so what? Roasted cabbage is nice.
Right pan, 20 minutes remaining.
Yep. So I'm going to give my food a bit of a rotate around. So hang on. What is that? The egg flipping thing? The egg flipper. Definitely an egg flipper. Because when I'm done cooking, I'm going to get myself a little video of my chicken wings. Just going to rearrange the food a little bit. Give it a bit of a rearrange, a bit of a rotate around. No, can't get it to. There we go, rotate the food. Okay. Right. Okay. So when I'm done with the cooking, I have got to try and get a video. Don't think it'll work because you've got to have the lights on to get a decent picture. I'm going to turn off my air conditioning now because it's cooling off outside. I don't need to record myself talking while I'm eating tonight. If I had to, I'd say so, but I don't have to. So I'm going to eat my dinner and I'm going to do a Sortie Quest recording. And I'm going to do a diary because I've got to do a written diary and say what happened so that when Guide Dogs does their investigation starting in January, they can see all where they think I've made mistakes and how I've improved my cooking situation and all that. So if anyone has any complaints about me, be it from the complex or the local community complaining about me and my food choices for the air fryer, well, I'm not going to get into any deep shit. So the photos will fucking save my ass, basically. make my salad soon. I'll make it while the chicken wings are cooling off. I will. I just have to make sure they're bloody well definitely cooked. That yummy smell of chicken wings. Yum. The air fryer will cook them nice and quickly, so they will be cooked soon. I just have to make sure they're really good the whole way through. And if you keep moving the food around in the basket, the air is going to blow around that food properly. Because if you leave it sitting still, it's just going to blow how it does, and some of the food won't get enough contact from hot air. But if you go and move it, the food that is less the food that has less air getting around it is changed, I guess, moved to a different spot in the basket, so then that gets air blown around that area or part of the food. So it's kind of not that hard to figure out. It really isn't that hard to bloody figure out. And yet if you go moving the food around and playing with the air fryer basket too much, the opposite effect can happen where not enough heat gets to the food and the basket doesn't maintain its heat temperature properly or well enough. So you just can't go fucking around with the air fryer and expecting the hot temperature to remain consistent when you can't leave the air fryer basket closed for more than 5 minutes at a time when rotating the lunch food. So, yeah, like, please just figure it out. It's not difficult, unless you don't understand cooking, that's different, but come on guys, it's not entirely impossible to work out. And for anyone who does not understand cooking, yeah, you have to be very careful with heat, because if you're not, you can burn some food and the other parts of your food are not burnt because they're not as cooked as other parts of your food, not evenly cooked, more burnt. You kind of have to be really careful with hot temperatures, guys. It's just how that works. It is just how that all works. And when cooking chicken, the utensils have to stay clean and your hands have to stay clean, otherwise you can fuck up your workspace and stuff up your food situation, which is really terrible. So yeah, kind of a good idea to keep clean hands and clean environment around food, especially meat.
Right pan, 10 minutes remaining.
Okay, hang on, let me rotate that food. Have to rotate it around a bit. There we go. Give it a rotate. There we go. And then leave that go for another 10 minutes. That's what you do. Clean up the spatula. Give it a wash. I figured that they need a little bit more time cooking at 180 degrees Celsius for 50 minutes instead of 40 minutes.
Right pan, 9 minutes remaining.
So yeah, I've got to stop this recording soon and then do a diary with a stupid bloody picture and a fucking video of all things. I suppose a picture will do good enough, but
Right pan, 8 minutes remaining.
people are pretty stupid and think that, oh, if they just find out that I'm buying chicken wings and getting them home and using Uber Eats to get them, and hey, let's just start making complaints about me. Come on now, guys. Like, I don't have a plastic tea set with a piece of butter cake and some, I guess, some frozen quick microwave chicken wings, for fuck's sake. I actually do cooking, you know. Oh my god. You know, and yeah, like with every situation in life, I make a fuck up and I go, oh, I need to fix that. May not be able to fix it today, but I'll fix it tomorrow or next week, but I'm certainly fixing that stuff up.
Right pan, 7 minutes remaining.
Like, I screwed up when I cooked the cheese balls on Saturday and went, I won't be doing that again, because I thought, if you say they're cheese balls, okay, I'll just tip them into the air fryer because, yeah, they're cheese balls. I did not think to actually read the instructions on the packet like an idiot, which I'll do that every time. If it's just chicken Kiev, I already know how it's cooked. I don't need to read the bloody instructions every fucking time. I will need to when I'm 70 or 80 years old. I buy stuff, I can't remember buying it yesterday, fine, I'll read the instructions. I can't remember reading the instructions yesterday, okay, I'll read the instructions. Can't remember what the instructions are, so reread the instructions. Okay. Yeah, when my memory fails a lot more, then that's different.
Right pan,
But
6 minutes remaining.
I know how to cook chicken Kiev, but when there's new things I haven't tried, I'm like, oh, screw that, I'm going to actually check to make sure I know how they cook. And if there's any spicy food or chili in it, at least I can say, I can't eat that, I need to chuck it out. You know, it's common sense. I reckon I won't need to set the air fryer on blast, so when it finishes cooking, I'm not going to need to set it on blast, which is 200 degrees Celsius, for a good, 7 or 8 minutes. I
Right
don't
pan,
need to.
5 minutes remaining.
I really don't need to put it on blast at this time. I think 180 degrees Celsius and rotate the chicken wings several times will do it. We'll be just fine. But yeah, I won't have a go at anyone if they go, don't you make stuff-ups when you cook? Well, yeah, I do. But as soon as that's turned into, well, okay, my living situation's a huge health risk, yeah, I'll have a go at people over that. I'll definitely have a go at someone over that, because, yeah, if my living situation was a great health risk, there wouldn't be me just going, oh, I made a bit of a mistake, I'll fix that
Right
for
pan, 4
the next
minutes
time
remaining.
I cook. Or instead of just tipping a packet of food in the air fryer, I'll touch the food and read the instructions, because I don't know if there's sauce packets in it that I have to be wary of or what. Like, yeah. And there would be more problems, a lot more than just, okay, I cooked this wrong, or I overcooked it, or I undercooked it once, and that just was yuck when I tried to eat it. Yuck, you know. 35 minutes isn't long enough. Sometimes I cook stuff in the oven for 60 minutes instead of 70. It's like, yeah, change the temperatures, change the times, and usually, unless I'm, I don't know, crazy, I'll
Right
get
pan, 3 minutes remaining.
better and better and better when I cook, not worse and worse and worse. So yeah, a great health risk, yeah, sure. Oh, I don't think so. Well, not at this stage. I mean, next year when I get another review done, there'll be some things that I'll get told I'm doing it wrong, and then you fix it. You fix it. And then you just don't keep stuffing up. Or rather, I might stuff up once every 6 or 8 months, not once a week. You know, that's normal. But if I eat something and it tastes wrong, or it's too spicy, or it just is something I don't like, I'm going to spit it out straight away and
Right pan, 2 minutes
waste
remaining.
the rest of that food, but I'm not going to eat something that I don't like. So, if people see any mistakes in my diaries, and then they see newer diary entries with less mistakes, and then a newer diary entry with no mistakes in it, like, well, hello, I might possibly be getting better instead of worse with cooking. So, yeah, most people don't like me, but whatever. One time in March, I was at a hospital, and a doctor questioned me for half an hour about
Right
my
pan, 1 minute remaining.
ability, of all things, to boil water and make a cup of tea. This
Right
doctor
pan, 50 seconds
asked
remaining.
me about 10 times if I know how to make tea and boil hot water, and when he didn't believe me,
Right
he got
pan, 40 seconds remaining.
several other people to go, oh shit, that's true, you do cook, you do boil water and make tea every day and coffee every day.
Right pan, 30 seconds remaining.
And because I said at the time I was drinking less coffee than usual because I felt sick, and that I definitely
Right
can
pan,
still
20
drink
seconds
tea,
remaining.
it sounded inconsistent because I usually love coffee every day, but at the time I was really sick, so I could only
10,
drink
9, 8, 7.
I could only drink hot tea instead of coffee, and that, you know, yeah, I can definitely boil water. sounded like to him I was bullshitting him, which I wasn't bullshitting. I was definitely not bullshitting anybody. I just wasn't bullshitting at all. I was literally not bullshitting no one. So yeah, this doctor got several other doctors to question me, and then they all discovered that, oh, I'm not actually lying to anybody. I'm not lying to anyone. I can literally make coffee and tea. These chicken wings, just rotated them a bit more, and I reckon that some of them need a few more minutes, so I'm going to give them another couple minutes, which is not hard to do. I'm going to set my microwave timer for about how long do I do this? About, hang on, let me set this. Oh, turn the power on.
Right pan, power, right pan, 18 minutes.
I'm going to leave it at 200 degrees for
Timer only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 minutes.
Start. Timer only.
Right pan,
5
start.
There we
Default,
go.
200 degrees C, 18
I'm
minutes.
going to leave it on blast for 5 minutes. Alright? Just because some of the chicken wings are kind of, yeah, they're a bit questionable. They're cooked, but I would like them a bit more crispy than what they are. So I don't want them burnt, but I want them a little bit more crispy. And then that will be just fine. Some of them are kind of crispy, other ones are not crispy enough, and I'm like, yeah, I need to put on blast for a few minutes. I didn't think I would do that, but I'm obviously going to have to now write all that shit down in my diary so that I know what I'm doing when I cook these next time. Brr. But they do turn out really, really, really yum though. They're very nice. So yeah, I'm letting them go on blast for 5 minutes and they'll be fine. So, oh God. Because I reckon, yeah, the air fryer cooks a little bit quicker than the oven, but chicken does take a long time to cook. They really do take a while. And some people go, you know, on the internet, on the reddit.com forums, oh, you just put it on blast for 2 or 3 minutes. Well, that's not long enough. You want it on blast for at least 5 minutes.
2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining.
So yeah, the chicken wings will be just fine. So yeah, I'm going to finish this recording, do a diary entry, do a photograph with Be My Eyes, and hope that satisfies everybody's complaint situation about me. A great health risk. My home situation as a great health risk. Yeah, if I stuff something up like I dropped my phone today, I know to get a new one next week. Full stop. And I know this time, be extremely careful when I've got a new phone to not drop it all the time and keep it clean. Yeah, there are some risks that are getting more out of hand. You know, risks like damaging the phone and electrocution and all that needs to be kept controlled so that I don't get sick and I don't lose my fucking phone. Yeah. Oh, God. Other than that, you know, I'm doing pretty good.
1 minute, 18 seconds remaining.
Just going to give this a quick shake.
Seconds remaining.
Now when the microwave goes beep, 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 complete, I'm going to leave it for I'm going to give it another shake and leave it for another probably minute and then get the chicken wings out, because then I know if they cook any longer, they're going to dry out, they're going to burn to a crisp, and they're going to be really disgusting, and I'll have to chuck them into the rubbish bin. Ugh. Yuck. So yeah, there is such thing as overcooking something. You can do too much of a good thing. You can overcook something. Yeah. Oh, actually I can smell it burning already.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think it wants to be cooked any further.
Complete.
No, I think it's cooked long enough. If you cook it too much, it will stuff up the cooking, and yeah, it won't be good. So yeah, I'm going to get this out. It is really hot, like I mean very hot. As in, don't touch the bloody thing, because it will just be too hot. Alright, I'm going to get a picture of this, and I'm going to do another recording after I've eaten my dinner. And I'm going to write a quick diary. So, yeah, I'll come back and let you know how it all goes. I do believe with air fryers, when you cook something at a lower temperature till it's well cooked, you do have to put it on blast for a few minutes to make the outside crispy without actually overcooking and burning the food. It will go crispy without burning it, because you only want to crisp it up for just long enough to make it go crunchy. It'll have a very slightly burnt taste, but it won't go... It won't go like, oh, yuck, I've really burnt this food. Okay, this is, yuck. Like, yeah, when you're going to make something crispy, only do that for a short time, really hot temperature, a little short time, to not fully overcook and burn and dry out the food. So I have to do this fucking assignment tonight for this health risk investigation. It's kind of making me laugh, but anyway, no worries. I'm doing this assignment and I will be back in the next, I would like to say 60 minutes, but I think I'll be back in longer than 60 minutes, about 2 hours. I think 60 minutes is cutting the time a little bit too short, and I would be rushing too much with eating my dinner. So I'll say I'll be back in about 2 hours. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon and let you know how my assignment went. And how my dinner tasted and all that. So yeah, I will say goodbye for now.
Speech off. Call. Stop. Stop. Button.
Peace out, everyone. Take care. Try to stay out of trouble in this friggin' insane planet that we're living on. It's been insane for centuries, but as time goes on, people are getting more crazy, and I don't know what's wrong with everyone, but life is happening, isn't it? So I will talk to you guys very soon, and yeah, I'm going to upload this video later when I can. Alright, so bye for now, and stay safe is all I'm going to say. I'll be back soon within the next 2 hours to do a Sortie Quest recording. Definitely wait for that.
Stop. Button.
It will be fun for anybody who likes Sortie Quest, and I'll put a link to the game in the description. So I'll do that when I do that Sortie Quest video. I'll put a link in that description box, and I'll remind you all of that again. So bye for now, and
Stop.
I'll be back after I've eaten my dinner.